On 13th January 2012, the 8-year-old Costa Cruises vessel, Costa Concordia, was on the first leg of a cruise around the Mediterranean Sea when she deviated from her planned route at Isola del Giglio, Tuscany, sailed closer to the island, and struck a rock formation on the seafloor. This caused the ship to list and then to partially sink. This got it the title of the Titanic of 2012. But what actually happened on the Costa Concordia? Costa Concordia, the first Concordia-class cruise ship, set sail on her maiden voyage on July 14, 2006. At the time, she was one of the biggest ships built in Italy by Fincantieri at the Sestri Ponente shipyard, until, however, the later Dream-class ships entered service and cost $570 million to build. The 114,500 gross-ton ship had about 1,500 staterooms and, interestingly, one of the largest fitness centers and spas at sea, which was about 64,600 square feet. Other amenities included a thalassotherapy pool, sauna, Turkish bath, 4 swimming pools and 5 jacuzzis, casino, 3-level theater, dance club, youth center, and even a Grand Prix motor racing simulator. According to Hans Hesselberg, the former head of hotel operations for Costa Cruises, the simulator cost $1 million to build. Additionally, Costa Concordia had a total of 5 restaurants on board, as well as 13 bars and lounges. Today, there are 5 Concordia-class ships sailing: Costa Serena 2007, Pacifica 2009, Favolosa 2011, and Fascinosa 2012. The 5th, Carnival Splendor, was transferred to Costa's sister line during construction and is technically classified as a Splendor-class ship. On January 13, 2012, Costa Concordia departed from Civitavecchia, Italy on a 7-night Mediterranean cruise with 3,006 passengers and 1,223 crew members on board around 7:20 p.m. The ship was en route to its first port of call when Captain Francesco Schettino, who had worked for Costa Cruises for 11 years, strayed from the ship's original course, sailing close to the Tuscan island of Giglio. Captain Schettino claimed that Costa Cruises had instructed him to perform a sail-past salute, which is when a cruise ship makes a special maneuver by sailing close to land. Costa Cruises, however, confirmed that Captain Schettino did not take the approved route for this display. At around 9:45 p.m., Costa Concordia came into contact with a rock sailing at about 16 knots, resulting in a 174-foot gash in the port side of the hull of the ship. The ship soon lost power due to the subsequent flooding and, coupled with the position of the rudder, was unable to be steered. Due to the winds that evening and the way that the ship was taking on water, it began to tilt towards the starboard side. At first, passengers were told that the ship was simply suffering a blackout and that everything was under control. Around 10:30 p.m., however, the ship's emergency alarm was sounded, and passengers were instructed to go to their muster stations with their life jackets. Shortly before 11 p.m., Captain Schettino instructed everyone to abandon the ship. Evacuation efforts via lifeboats were hindered due to the list of the ship, and many passengers were rescued by boats and helicopters deployed by the Coast Guard, as the ship's 20-degree list made it difficult to launch lifeboats. "Captain," said a Coast Guard officer, "this is an order. Now I am in command. You have declared the abandoning of a ship. I am in charge. There are already." When Captain Schettino asked, "How many?" the communicating officer replied, "You're the one who should be telling me that. What do you want to do? Go home? It's dark, and you want to go home. Go back up and tell me what can be done, how many people there are and what they need." Captain Schettino never reboarded Costa Concordia. While Captain Schettino made his way ashore, Mario Pellegrini, the deputy mayor of the Tuscan island of Giglio where passengers were taken to, boarded the ship to assist with rescue efforts. Although a 6-hour rescue effort brought most of the passengers ashore, 33 people died, 27 passengers, 5 crew, and, later, a member of the salvage team. Costa Concordia was declared a constructive total loss by the cruise line's insurer, and her salvage was one of the biggest maritime salvage operations. The total cost of the disaster, including victims' compensation, towing, and scrapping costs, is estimated at $2 billion, more than 3 times the ship's $612 million construction cost.